Yo, what up, what up, what up? Man, what is good? Man, I figured I'd jump on here really fast. Man, I've been out working all day long. And let me tell you, I just got in from work, took me a shower, threw some clothes in the wash. And I most definitely had to get on here, kind of kick it with the crew. Because to my surprise, as I get home and kind of, catching up on some sneaker news, I quickly began to see some crazy news. So give me a second. Let me finish watching this video here. I'm tapping in. Give me a second here. All right. I'm watching Unbreak's video right now. Let me try to catch up real quick. Let me get up to speed here. See what he's saying. Hmm. Yo, yo, shout out to everybody who's in there. What up, what up? You 47 is still wearing Jordans. Hey, you want to know what? Yes, I'm 45 and I wear what I want. And I suggest you wear what you want too. You know what I mean? Like that's not even an insult, man. Like do you? Like don't let somebody tell you what you can do. Rob T in the build. What up, man? Yo, so this is why I'm on, man. Like I'm catching up. Hold on one sec. I was watching Unbreakable, so check this out, man. Like I've been out working. I've been out working all day. You know, got home, trying to catch up on some sneaker news, getting ready for tomorrow. Jay the sneaker guy, Unbreakable Kicks. These guys got videos out saying drop ain't happening tomorrow. That's a big question mark. I don't know, man. I'm here to check the temperature. I'm here to read the room. See what's good. You know what I mean? Um, and your cap not straight. Yeah, man. Look, rascal. I can wear my cap all I want. You know what I'm saying? Like once again, man, I'm grown. There's some grown man stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like get your grown man on. Do what you want. I'm free. Hey, do you want to hear an offensive joke? Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see here. Is there an age limit? What are you a youngin? All right, let's see. But yeah, man, Rob T. I need a temperature check on these kicks, man. People are saying that these joints are not dropping. That's what they're saying. So I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to see what the deal is. I need to read the room because I was gonna drop a video about this, right? Um, I made a couple of videos about these undefeated fours. Man, I was the one telling y'all, like straight up, I was the one telling y'all, yo, be cool. Ain't no panicking going on over here. We still got the 28th. Blah 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 blah. Last week I got to looking on the sneakers app, and they got the cave stones on there, which are dropping in September, and we know nothing about these undefeated fours except for what's happening behind the scenes. And I was sitting here looking like I'm hearing stock numbers right now between 8,000 and like 15 to 16,000. Right, that's less than what undefeated did, all by themselves. If this ends up being like EA, kind of like the Jordan One Unions, I don't know, man. Like my confidence in this shoe has definitely gone down as far as being able to cop for retail. I mean, that's what it's all been about. You know what I mean? Trying to cop this for retail, and I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna happen, especially if it's EA, because your boy don't be getting EA like that. I really don't. I do not be hitting on EA like that. The two times I got EA, one was for like this. I think it was like a Nike Pegasus or something. A shoe I didn't even really care about. I ain't dissing the Pegasus. It just ain't for me. I don't rock it. Right. So I caught EA for Nike Pegasus, and then I caught EA for the white cement fours, which obviously those shoes kind of sat and they're available anyway. I love the white cement four. But even though I caught EA for white cement fours, I still didn't hit the shoe. I still didn't get it. But those are like the two times I caught EA. So if this undefeated four turns out to be an EA, oh man, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys sneaker Tyler in the building? What up, bro? Yeah, man. So I was over here talking all that stuff, man. I was over here talking all that jazz, like straight up. I was talking all that jazz. Nah, 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 nah. Be patient. We ain't sweating around here. Yada yada. I said all that in my videos. Man, I went ahead and went on Goat and ordered these joints last week, bro. I saw the price drop down to like 394 for a size 12. I don't know where it's at right now on Goat. Man, I went ahead and because I saw the drama. I saw this happening in advance. And that's why I broke down. That's literally the reason why I broke down. I was like, man, I don't know. All right, so right now they're 404 for a size 12. But Faith, Truth in the building. What's going on, brother? What's going on, Truth? Yo, man, what's sorry, cool. So he said he's definitely hearing EA. Yo, fam, I've been out working like literally all day. I've been out working all day. Got home, took a shower. I was like, let me catch up on some sneaker news. Jay the Sneaky Guy, Unbreakable Kicks. They got videos out saying, boom, this ain't happening tomorrow. And I'm like, what? Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm just here to check the temperature, brother. Like straight up. Jordan Junkie in the build. What up? Said expect the unexpected this weekend. Man, let's see what happens, man. I mean, we know the debacle that happened with the brick by bricks, right? I have no clue if they're gonna release those again. I literally know nothing. And I think that helps drive just a little bit of FOMO. Not necessarily with me. Like I said, I already broke down and got these kicks, right? But then again, watch this. In addition, congrats to everybody who hit. Congrats to everybody who hit on these kicks. But I already know people who got double ups on them. And if they get EA, they're going to try to triple up on this kick too. So not only are you in competition with someone who just didn't even have a chance to cop for retail, you're still in competition with people already done double and tripled up on this kick, which is crazy. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, right? Because if I was in a position to do it, I would do it too, like flat out. No, I let me backtrack on that. I would help somebody else cop this kick because I've done it in the past. I've done it on multiple shoes. And if I've already doubled up on this kick, I would help some. Let me tell you this. I actually would help somebody. I would go for it. And if I can help somebody else cop, I actually would do that. Sticky Tyler said probably the best price that they would be. I think you were smart. I think they're gonna go up after everyone takes an L. And that was the reason why I went ahead on GOAT last week because I was thinking about that. I was literally thinking about that. I was like, look, people are staying positive for tomorrow, Thursday. We're supposed to have this drop. Regardless of what happens, regardless of whether it's a shock drop, EA, whatever it is, a draw, whatever happens, after these L's roll in, I think people are going to start panicking. I think the reality is going to finally set in of people thinking I'm going to be able to cop this for retail, and that reality just vanished, gone. You can still get the kick, right? But the reality of you copping it for retail is going to vanish after tomorrow. And I do think that's going to drive the prices a little bit. Now, let me ask you guys this. What is your thoughts on what it would rise to? I don't think, personally, I do not think these undefeated fours are going to pull off like brick by brick numbers. That's just my take on it. I don't think it's going to do that. Maybe long term, we can probably see that, but I don't see this shoe shooting back up. Personally, I don't see it going back up to $700 like in a day or something like that, or within a couple of next couple of days. I don't see that happening, but we'll see. I feel like the resellers are going to sell this for 700 once retail dubs go out. All right, well, Tyler, I'm just not seeing this message, so we'll see. Oh snap, yo, Rob T, those Pink Awake fives have been going up on Gold too. Size 10 sold for $9.49 about 5 hours ago. I saw that the pink pair has been going up. The black and blue not as much, and I'm hearing 2,500 on sneakers on the 30th. I'm hearing the same. I'm hearing less than 2,500 pairs, for the Racer Blues. And I just got my today when I was working, I just got my email from Awake saying that I got my tracking number or whatever, and it's out for shipment. So that's dope. Jay Elevate also got his notification as well, because we were sitting here like we haven't heard nothing from Awake, and today it actually went down. So I'm waiting on my. I hit on the bubblegum pair of the Awakes. So yeah, yeah, I'm excited and waiting for them kids to come in. Congrats, congrats, thank you, salute. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. So let's see what the morning brings. Ironically, I had a job set up for tomorrow, and my customer needed some more time to move or whatever. Her closing got postponed. Anyway, I'm off tomorrow, so it is a very good chance that I'm going to. You know what? Screw it. I will live stream tomorrow because I'm not working. I will. I know it's kind of late, but it's only 10 o'clock here in Colorado. But I know it's late for most of my people on the East Coast who's tapping in. So I will be on tomorrow and see what happens. We'll see what happens. Man, like I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, if for some weird reason, if for some weird reason this drop don't even happen tomorrow, I'm going dark. I'm Yeah, they better stop playing with us. We need this drop to happen tomorrow, regardless of how it happens. We need this drop to happen. I was talking to a good friend of mine, talking to one of my brothers earlier, and we were kind of talking about EA, right? Exclusive access. We were talking about exclusive access, and I was telling him from like a personal standpoint, kind of referring back to the white cement fours, on how even though you get exclusive access, that doesn't guarantee you an opportunity to cop whatever silhouette that you got exclusive access for. The only thing it allegedly does is put you ahead of the line of the people that didn't get EA. So I this is what I don't like about it, and this is the analogy that I gave him. Watch this. Watch this. Imagine if I sent you an invitation to my birthday party, right? Everybody who's tapped in right now, I sent you an invitation to my birthday party, and you're like, all right, that's what's up. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I got invited. And then you get to the event center where I'm hosting it at, and there's a long line of people. You're standing in line, but you're like, yo, I got an invite, so we're good. And as you stand outside, finally, maybe the bouncers will close the doors and be like, hey, we're all full. Thanks for coming out tonight, but nobody else can enter. And you sitting there like, what? That's what I feel like exclusive access is to me, right? Would you, and this is my question that I pose to you, would you be happy? Would you be happy with the mere fact that you got an invite, but you still wasn't able to come into the party? Would you be like, yeah, well, Mr. Thing invited me, so I'm good. I just stood outside for 3 hours and couldn't go in. Would you really be excited for that? Be honest with me. That's the way I feel like EA is. Now, my brother was like, yo, that's how EA is for everything. That's how it is for JD Sports and everything. And I was like, kinda, but not really. Because it is like that on JD Sport or online. But when it comes to JD Sport, like in store pickup, you're not in competition with everybody who's going for this silhouette at JD Sports. You're in competition with everybody who's going for this silhouette at a particular store or where you're located at. So if there's not a lot of people going for a size 12 or a size 13 because we got the Bigfoot gang going on, then that increases my chances at least at that store. Now online is different, but it's a little different with the store. So I was just kind of curious on how you would process EA. What's the point of handing out like a bunch of EA to someone just to make them feel good that they got the invite, but you never make it into the party? Think about that. How exciting is that? Man, keep your invitation. All right, let's see. Rob T said they're gonna drop Undefeated fours alongside the Brick by Bricks restock tomorrow. Yo, if they did that, that will be epic. For a lack of better words, that would be huge. Man, that would be huge. I would love to see that. That would be extremely exciting. I would love to see that. Last E I got was the UNC reimagined. Man, yeah, crazy, crazy. Treating us like WNBA players outside the club. Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. So, what are you guys' thoughts? Rob T already tapped in. What are you guys' thoughts like? Let me ask you this: have you been seeing the chatter from Unbreakable and Jay the Sneaky Guy that these are not going down? I'm still kind of watching his video in the background. I'm like, I paused it to talk to y'all, so I'm 8 minutes out of 12. So it's still undecided on what it's going to be, whether it's going to be a link, right? Um, Truth said, Kicknology. Truth said, I'm definitely hearing EA. So we're talking exclusive access. We're talking a link. We're talking a shock drop. Like, yeah, I say this from time to time, so I'm gonna say it again. I officially know nothing. I'm, I'm just here. I'm just here. Jordan Junkie, yes, can't forget their Wake Fives, two this weekend. Correct, and this weekend is gonna be nuts because I'm hearing a very low stock on those Awake Fives. Actually, I have some stock numbers. Let me see if I could find this real quick. Stock numbers on the Awake Fives. If these numbers hold to be true, I I'm showing a total stock of. Let me see. I don't think they want to do a link after the brick by bricks. Now, yeah, yeah, that whole brick by brick deal was that debacle was like a little crazy as well. But however, I will admit, outside of the brick by bricks, the whole links have been like the sneaker links actually have been pretty legit. I think that's a very fair way to give someone an opportunity to obtain a silhouette. Whether you hit or not, you get it in time or whatever the case is. Whether you had the link, all that other good stuff, whatever it is, what it is. But I actually do think that's a very fair way, to do it. Let me see. Okay, Undefeated just dropped in Japan in a limited lottery. I'm seeing on X. All right, I'm gonna have to peep that. I'm gonna have to peep that. Thanks, Rob T. Stock numbers. Total stock, 2,490. Let me read these off. Size 3.5, 4 pairs. Size 4, 5. Size 4, 4.5, 10. Size 5, 15. Size 5.5, 21. Size 6, 27. Size 6.5, 31. Size 7, 54. Man, hold on a second. Man, give me. I get some music. It's late night. Get some music up in here. All right, here we go. Size 7.5, 68. Now we're gonna start going into like some triple digits after 7.5. Size 8, we got 126. 8.5, 147. 9, size 9, 203. Size 9.5, 221. Size 10, 272. Size 10.5, 271. Size 11, 286. 11.5, 165. Size 12, 251. Size 12.5, 45. Size 13, 181. Size 14, 66. And size 15, 21. So those are the stock numbers for a total stock of 2,490. This is what we're looking like with the Racer Blue. Racer Blue, right? Steel Wake 5's the black pair. Now, during the drop, I do have my account linked to EQL, and I still call it EQL even though they want to call it Equal. I have my account linked, and if I'm not mistaken, I want to say there were way more bubblegum pairs dubs that came through versus the black pair. That Racer Blue, I want to say it was like 17 dubs. It wasn't much at all. Man, it wasn't much at all. So for it to be such a limited amount of stock coming on Saturday with less than 2,500, I'm looking at 2,490. That kind of throws me off a little bit. I was expecting this to be sneakers to have gotten, I guess, a good amount of pairs of these. That's not to be what it was. Ken Norton in the build. What up, Ken? What's good with you? Man, I'm over here trying to do a temperature check on these undefeated floors, bro. I'm here to do a temperature check. Winner selected at 12:30, I meant. What did I enter? I entered like one raffle so far. I believe there's only one. Raffles for the black and blue. I know too. Yep. I entered there too. Undefeated in other tier zeros. Oh snap! You know what? You see, once again, I'm a little bit out of the loop because I know Undefeated had them up earlier, but the raffle wasn't open yet. That's what it was. So I was given a link, and when I went, it was like it wasn't open. So I'm sure it's open now, but see, I've been working all day. All right, let's peek, see what the deal is. Launch closed 5 hours ago. All right, well, I missed that one. It is what it is. Dang. Because I was given a link earlier, and I was working, and it wasn't even open yet. All right, well, there's that. All right. It was local pickup only. I did see because I took a picture of that earlier. And it still says locals first. Boost for entries with verified local addresses. Yeah, the local only closed for Undefeated. Nationwide shipping raffle not up yet. Okay, all right, perfect. Thanks, Rob T. Thanks for the update on that. Thanks for the update on that. I appreciate that because I was about to say, damn, I missed out on that. All right, cool. I appreciate that. Good looking out with the heads up on that. So yeah, let's see what the deal is tomorrow. Let's see. I'm gonna be here for it either way. The question is, are my lights gonna be on or are they gonna be off? That's really the question. But I'm here for it. I'm telling you right now, I'm here for it. It was that's only Vegas, Arizona, and Los Angeles. Good looks. Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see what the plan is. We'll see what the plan is for sure. I'm happy I got my tracking for my pink pair, my bubblegum pair. I was talking to the fellas about that earlier too. Let me know. Do you guys really All right, number one, let me start by saying this. I don't have a problem with pink. I just don't rock pink like that. I have a couple of pink Nike shirts in my Jordan 1 Stage Haze, in my Jordan 1 Mid Blacks. Like, I will put in like this light pink laces to match my kicks, but I don't really be rocking pink like that. It has nothing to do with nothing just besides the fact that I just really don't rock pink like that. So I was telling them, I was like, I really would not be rocking these shoes like that. Like, just as an example, if I was going to a baby shower and it's a girl and they were like, wear some pink or whatever, I throw these kicks on. If I was going to like a special event or whatever the case is, and pink was the theme, I would throw these kicks on. Outside of that, like, I wouldn't wake up on any random day and be like, yo, I'm about to wear these pink awake fives. I'm telling you, like, I just really wouldn't do it. It's crazy. And like I said, once again, that's not even a slam on pink. I just don't, I don't wear pink like that. Like, I really don't. Brett, you know what? That would be, thank you. Thank you. Jordan Junkie, you are spot on. Breast cancer awareness. That would be a reason. Once again, that would be a special occasion. Shoot, I'm a bowler, right? I be bowling a lot, and they have these pink bowling shoes that I picked up a pair, you know, for breast cancer awareness. So thanks for pointing that out, because you are absolutely right. I actually would rock it for that occasion to show some love and support. I showed up for it. I kind of want the black and blue to rock and the pink to stock or trade for the brick by bricks, although the pinks right now are going for more in my size. I feel you on that. And I hit on a size 13. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna pull a GOAT and StockX. Let's see what these prices are looking like. Because I personally, I do think that pink pair will be both pairs actually would be very good trade bait. So even if, let's just say, like, in theory you don't like fives, I think both of these shoes would still make some very good trade bait, no matter which ones you copped. All right, let's see. I'm going to stock X and I'm going to do Go. All right. All right, Racer Blue, Metallic Silver. Let's see where we're at. My size 12 and a half, and 13. We're talking 608, 600, and size 13, 576. And I already know GOAT's going to be more. Let's see where we at. Wow, that's cheap. He said a size 10 sold in Brooklyn for $213 for the black and blue. That makes no sense. But yeah, I'd cop that. Like, I would cop that. I'm not even a size 10. I $213. Wow. Let me see. Some of the prices on GOAT don't make sense sometimes. Some offers close on the black and blue pair are weird. 10 and a half closed at $227. Once again, let me share something with you. Because I agree. It doesn't make any sense. I want to share a story with y'all. Now it's a little story time. I knew somebody out here in Colorado, and it's kind of unfortunate for her, but whatever. I was able to help her out. A couple of years ago, she had a death in her family, and she had to go back to like New Jersey to bury a family member, and she had no money. She didn't have any money, no money to catch a Greyhound bus ticket. I know her through my moving company. I had done a couple of moves for her, and she was just kind of going through a financial struggle at that particular time. So anyway, she hit me up and she was like, yo, do you know anyone who would be willing to buy my car? Man, I'm trying to think. It was the Acura 3.2 TL Type S. I'm trying to remember the year. But the car was the Kelly Blue Book, with the miles on it, stuff in the year, whatever. At that particular time, the Kelly Blue Book came in at like $6,000, like on this car. And she was like, I'll sell it for $3,000. I'm just trying to get back in town, for this funeral to bury my aunt. So of course I hit my people up and told them what the deal was or whatever the case is. And everybody was like, nah, I'm good, I don't need a whip or whatever. So then she came to me and she was just like, kind of like heartbroken at the fact that she couldn't make it back to this funeral. And she was like, Derek, if you can find somebody to buy this car, I'll sell it for $1,500. I went to her with $1,500 cash and car. Now, I didn't need it. I love Acuras. Actually, I've had 2 Acuras. I had me a Mitsubishi Eclipse, and then when my son was born in 2005, my first kid, I was like, all right, time to put the racing down, and I went ahead and picked up an Acura 3.2 TL. Drove it off the dealership, man, and like 4 days later, went back to the dealership, turned it in because they called me. It was like, we got a Type S, and I was like, say less. So I went ahead and picked up the Type S. Love my Acura, right? But anyway, I went ahead and gave her the money, picked up this car. I ended up giving the car to my nephew. My nephew from Baltimore came to visit me out here in Colorado, stayed with us for a little bit, and I literally just gave him the car. I'm your uncle, so I just gave him a free car, right? But the car has some value to it and all that stuff. But anyway, the moral of the story was this. Sometimes you never know somebody's situation. So even though those prices actually seem really low to us, and they are, you never really know like where somebody's at to where somebody could have acquired this cake and was like, yo, I need $200 like right now. You know what I mean? And clearly they sold. So that was kind of the moral of the story. You never know where somebody's at. Ken Norton said, I just came in yesterday and my Jordan 5 Awakes coming tomorrow. Yo, congrats, man. Yo, those are straight bangers, man. Like straight bangers. But you know, Ken don't miss. Ken Norton don't miss. You know what I mean? Ken be on fire. He's on fire. Salute in the build. Thanks for tapping in. All right, let's see. We sold for an offer that makes me think someone was hooking up a buddy. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's always a possibility. Yeah, that's always a possibility. Yeah. Man, who would have thought? Let me ask you all this, because I talked about this a couple of days ago when I went live with Jay. Where you guys at with the black metallics now? Like, does this racer blue overshadow the black metallics, or is the black metallics still like in people's, crosshairs as far as like 4 or 5? The black metallics is it? Where y'all at? Because we actually have quite a few kicks. Man, we have quite a few 5s. I want your chat, help me out. So we have we got the black metallics, we got the grape 5s. We can talk about the Awakes because they're here. So we got the pink bubblegum, racer blue, black pair Awakes. We got black tongue, fire reds, right? Coming out. We got Tokyo 5s. And if I'm missing something outside of the Tokyos, do we have any? I'm trying to think, but I could be missing something. But I'm just kind of curious, like where y'all at? Like, I know at one point the black metallics was like the thing, like that was like everybody was going crazy over the black metallics, and these Awakes seem to be taking everything by storm, especially these resale prices, out of control. Let me look at the pink pair real quick. Let me get on GOAT here. Let's see what this bubble gum is looking like. All right. Ooh, 12 and a half. We already know how the halves be hitting, but 12 and a half is crazy. All right, go. Dang. Jeez. No way. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Nah. These are just, I ain't even gonna do that. Y'all get on GOAT and take a look at this pink pair. Take a look at the Alma 5s. I knew I was missing something. Good looking out, Jordan Junkie. Alma 5s as well. No way. Man, y'all get on GOAT and start looking at the smaller sizes. Those prices are crazy. Bob T said, you keep your pink pair awake to represent New York or sell or trade. Man, that is such a good question. That is such a good question. At the moment, yo, peep this. At the moment, I'm gonna hold on to these kicks, but no lie, I've actually been thinking about. Oh, my mic done moved on me. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay. I've been thinking about starting another channel. No lie, and it's gonna be like bouncing around somewhere of like stocks and sneakers or something like that, right? Because I do invest into the stock market. And I think the whole premise of that channel is primarily going to be I'm going to start selling some sneakers, and literally I'm going to allocate those funds from sneakers, not to buy more sneakers, but to invest into the stock market, and then be like extremely transparent. And I'm going to share like my portfolio with what I'm doing, but that's something that's like the gears have been turning, and that's something that I've been thinking about doing. Just to kind of show people like there's nothing wrong with having a hobby, doing what you like, but then there's also nothing wrong with, profiting from that hobby and, using that hobby as an investment, So I've kind of been throwing that in the air. Let me see. How do you feel about the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red with the black tongue in September? Yo, fam, I'm already on record. Like, no lie, I'm already on record saying that I actually like this Fire Red 5 over Grape 5s. And I love grapes. It's such an iconic shoe. Love the grapes. But me looking at pictures of those Fire Red 5s, man, I'm on record saying I actually put the black tongue over the grapes. Man, that's embarrassing, but it's true. It is true. I'm hearing super low quantity for the shy. Yep, butter release. Yeah, September. Same here. We've talked about this on the podcast. We've also talked about this kind of like behind the scenes as well. Like, the only thing Nike really have to do, if they really wanted to kind of drive some hype back into these silhouettes, just stop giving us so many pairs of them. I'm telling you right now, this UNC one, right? The UNC one right there. Let Nike mess around and give us 5,000 pairs of those. And that same Jordan ones are dead, and that all of those people that sit there and say that, they will be trying to cop the silhouette. Not necessarily because they like it, but the resale value on it would be up because it's a limited, super hard cop. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Oh, this kick is hot." Don't get me wrong, I like the kick. I think the kick is hot, right? But I'm a Jordan 1 guy, whatever. But if Nike really, really, really wanted to, put us back into a chokehold, all they got to do is stop letting these sneakers sit around. Speaking of sitting around, I talked about this the other day. Have you all noticed? I went ahead and copped the Rare Air Force. I did not have a pair of these. I was waiting on that juicy deal and did not get it. I repeat, I did not get a juicy deal on these Rare Air Force, and I've been super patient. Remember how long ago these Rare Air Force dropped? I haven't had them up until recently. And yeah, I went ahead and picked a pair up, but let me tell you why. Once again, I'm kind of forecasting, kind of like in the background. Have you all noticed that on the Nike app we had the what's the name of the Jordan 4, the jean, worn blue or something like that, worn blue, but the Jordan 4 blue, that women's release, that denim pair, that's removed. They had Armour 4s on there. Those are off the app. Rare Air 4s are off the app. Rare Air 3s have been removed from Nike. Rare Air 1s, the UNC 1s have been removed. And the only 4 they have on there, at least as of yesterday, was the Cave Stone, on the Nike app. Well, obviously it's coming up soon on sneakers. But outside of the Cave Stone, Nike slowly, they be trickling off, with these kicks. And then before you know it, you're gonna go to the stores, and obviously they're gonna be making space for new kicks. So these kicks are gonna slowly disappear. And then you're gonna turn around and be like, man, I want to spin the block for those Rare Air 4s. And then boom, it's gonna be a $300 sneaker. I can see that happening. I can see that happening. So anyway, with the Rare Air 4s, I was really being patient and just waiting. I ended up going to JD Sport. I didn't even use a doggone coupon. I got them. I didn't even use it. I just wanted to get some points up. So I went ahead and copped the Rare Air 4s. Went ahead and picked those up. I haven't even really fully took them out and looked at them. I've seen them in the store and stuff like that. I think it's a dope kick. And before I had it in hand, I was saying that the Rare Air 3s was better than the 4s, and that's before I got the 4s in hand. Now I'm not sure anymore. Don't get me wrong. That reverse Nike Air on the back, that flipped Nike Air on the 3s, hands down is gangster. Hands down. But where you guys at? Rare Air 3s or 4s? Which one is your top? I'm curious. Man, what are y'all doing up so late? It's time for y'all to go to bed. Y'all got work in the morning. See, I don't. I have every reason, every excuse to be on there. What y'all doing? What you doing? What is the deal? Let me see if I see anything else. Let me get on X right now. Let's see if I see anything else on. Let me get on X real quick. See if I see anything else on these Undefeateds. See if I see some chatter. Some chatter going on. All right, Just Fresh Kicks. Travis Scott. Jordan's contract is set to expire soon, and he reportedly met with Adidas last week. Could we possibly see Cactus Jack and Adidas in the near future? What is your guys' take on that? That's just something that just happened to pop up on my story on X. Keep me posted on your stock channel. Went to college for finance. Nvidia earnings were today. Now back to sneakers. Yeah. Hey, Rob T, that's dope, man. And if you would like to ever get on here and like collab with me and do a video, you know what I mean, to share some knowledge, man, to look out for the peeps. Like that's something that I've done out here with my little personal friends out here. You know, I've gotten some of my personal friends involved in the stock market, and I mean, like, no lie, like just life changing. And one of the things that I like to explain to them regarding like the stocks, just to touch on that real quick, is it can literally be as simple or as complicated, as easy or as difficult, whatever, as you want to. You can get as detailed and intricate into it as you want to, or you can just pick a company, pick an ETF, whatever, a dividend, whatever you're looking to do, whether you want to pick up some dividend stock, whatever how you want to play it. And it could be something as simple as just put your money in there and just go for the long game, and you'll be surprised, man. It's way better than putting it inside of a bank, and it's absolutely better. Anything beats putting it inside of a shoebox and hiding it underneath your mattress. Your money depreciates. That's the worst way to save money. Good job for the people that actually do know how to save money, but after you know how to save money, that whole shoebox thing, don't do that. Don't do that. Your money's depreciating. Inflation, man. Things cost more. But anyway, let me see. The big question is, will we see Cactus Jack pre-orders? I was kind of talking about this earlier in the group. I know Travis Scott, like no lie, Travis Scott, to me, Travis Scott has almost like a cult-like following, right? But with this cult-like following that I see that he has, I don't think that cult-like following is pertained to the sneaker world. I think that's in the music side of Travis Scott. Meaning, we kind of been saying this behind the scenes, that we feel that like Nike is prepping Nigel Sylvester to be the new Travis Scott. Nigel is getting a lot of, man, and shout out to Nigel, because I really like what he stands for. I really like what he's doing, the whole 9 yards, right? Like shoes is dope, like all that stuff. Like I love his energy and all, like all of that. I actually think all of that is dope. But with his contract expiring soon, and then with Nike kind of elevating Nigel Sylvester, you know, I can kind of see things, you know, falling off for Travis Scott as you know, as far as with the Nike brand. The question is, what would happen to his shoes if he left Nike? And that's not necessarily a bad thing if you think about it from a business perspective, right? Because most people be like, well, if Travis Scott's not there no more, then don't nobody want them joints anymore. And it's like, that could increase his stock. You know, when I say stock, I'm talking about like the value of a shoe with him not being there no more. It actually could. That's a really good question. Will we see Cactus Jack pre-orders? Man, that is a really good question. Really good question. Because the past couple of kicks haven't really done nothing as far as like the Cactus Jacks side of things. My bad, I got distracted. Let me get back on X and see what we got here for these undefeateds. All right, Uncle Chrissy, he said, so these still dropping tomorrow or no? With a question mark like that. Uncle Chrissy. So yeah, man, I mean, there's chatter. yeah, there's still chatter saying that it's unknown. It's all up in the air. I do like this shit. I'm looking at this thing. Rob T said Eldon monitors is quiet too. Yeah. Yes. On one. Have you had any luck on Travis on sneakers? I have never hit a Travis ever. Yes, I have. I'm looking around like I still have it. I hit on a Black Phantom. On Travis, and it was weird. I went in for a size 12. Boom, got the L. Let me go back in. Then I hit on like a men's size 7, and I've been holding on to these kicks since like whenever the Black Phantoms came out. I hit retail on them, and it was like $160 and whatever, like 41 cents. I got the tax, whatever. Man, I held on to these kicks up until this year, SneakerCon Denver. I went ahead and sold these Travis for like $710. Went ahead and men's size 7. Sold them for like $710 during SneakerCon Denver. Took all of that profit, no lie, and picked up my my high 85 breads. Paid $500 for those high 85 breads. You know, but it was like I said, it was all profit. So I wasn't even tripping off, like whatever. It was actually really easy for me to do. You know, and shout out to homegirl, the old eBay chick, the verification chick or whatever, because I took my shoes over to her, you know, not because I was worried about them being legit or not, but every time I see her at sneaker cons, I always go talk to her one night. You know, she'd be over there, you know. So, shout out to her. I'm always busting the chops or whatnot. Weird Kids 26 say, yo, about to go to bed. But man, get ready because tomorrow can go a lot of different ways. Hey, yo, fam, have you been hearing? So, we talked about this in the chat. You know, Jay the Sneaker Guy came out and said it ain't going down. Now, Unbreakable got a video out saying it ain't going down. Uncle Chrissy got on X just posing a question, you know, like, so are these dropping tomorrow or no? You know, like who knows? Like, I got nothing. You know, Eldon monitors is real quiet. Go get some rest, fam. We'll chop it up tomorrow, man, for sure. I had to move for tomorrow. The move got postponed or whatever, so I'm actually off tomorrow, which is dope. So I'm gonna be live. I'm gonna get on here. I'll be on here. So even though you'll be at work, tap in, man. Let's see. You know, are we gonna get some bricks by bricks and undefeateds tomorrow? Is tomorrow gonna be nothing? A big fat 0? Man, we'll see. It's gonna be exciting, I guess, either way. That it will. That is real. A sweet come up. That's the move. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, the size 7 wasn't my size anyway, and I held on to them. And so the crazy part is, like I said, whenever SneakerCon Denver was out here, I don't remember when it was. It could have been February. Don't mark me on that, but it could have been back then. Now, the value of those actually have gone up even more. Let me peek real quick. Let's see where we at. Jordan 1 black. But you've never hit on. But you want to know what? I was let's see, Black Phantom. Have you ever hit on any Kobe's, Rob T? Let me ask you that. All right, let's go Jordan 1 level. All right, let's see where we at. Yo, why am I bugging right now? All right. All right, boom, there we go. For some reason, we'll pull it. All right. One goat. Okay, all right, it's not too bad. The size 7 to go for 70.88. Like I said, I tossed mine for 710, so overall, not bad. Man, look, until we see stuff come and go, we don't know. Oh, 100%, man. And that's what this is. Like, everything is pure speculation, because I think we already know Nike can do what they want. They've proven that to us time and time again. They can do what they want. We will sit here and be like, shot drop's coming, guys, be ready, update your accounts, whatever. And then you hear crickets. Nothing. You know what I mean? And then the shot drop will come the next day or two. And Nike's like, aha. Let's see, this year alone, I hit Kobe, Kate McClark, nice. 2 Dodgers, but through Undefeated, nice. Soft yellow Air Force One, yep. Yeah, man, you see? And that's why I asked. Let's see, Kobe what the 8s, yep, the X-rays, all retail. And that's a come up, man. That is, the X-rays were last year, though. Yeah, I remember when those dropped last year. Not the restock you're talking about. Yo, that's a come up. Like, that is a come up, straight up. Well, I misspoke, because I went for the Dodgers, and I had said I kind of forgot, but I forgot about them, so that's why I misspoke. I said I never hit on a Kobe, right? I hit on like the team Kobe's or whatever. I didn't count those, but I hit on 2 girl dads that's not even my size that I have sitting in here, and I thought my daughter would be able to fit it, and she can't. I don't remember the sizes I got. It could be like a size 7 and a size 8, or it could be a size 7 and a size 9. So it's either a 7, 8, 9, or somewhere between those 3 sizes. But I have 2 Kobe girl dads that I cannot wear that will be getting sold just because, right? I even considered on selling those just to pick up the Undefeated 4s, but I had already copped the Undefeated 4s, so yeah. Jones in the bill, what up? What's good? But now they awakes, and I hit the SB4 Navy link. Yo, all right. I hit SB4 Navy link as well. Let me tell you something about them SB4s, them Navies. I really like that shoe. I don't think that shoe had gotten like the proper attention at this particular moment. I don't remember what dropped during that time that could have overshadowed it. Don't really matter. Completely under the radar. That shoe has gone completely under the radar, as if like the drop never happened. And I was able to cop retail with that link. The whole Eric Costin thing. Yep. I was able to hit retail on that. I really do like that sneakers link. Like I said, even if you don't cop or whatever the case is, I do feel personally that it is a fair way. It gives you a fair opportunity to cop a kick. So that's dope. Listen, I like it too, man. I'm hearing the reason it is so low is that the bulk selling with them to us from Japan. Where the kid said that's because there's more dubs than L's. So of course the hype beasts and resellers said it's a brick. Yeah. Of course. It ain't got no. Yeah. If it was getting pine green attention, like the old school pine green vibes, then of course it'd be the hottest kick ever. Yeah, of course, 100%, man. You can still get the SB Ford Navy in Japan. They sat. Okay. Fire kick, man. I freaking. I wear those a lot. I actually just put them down, and I'm gonna pick them up again. But I was at a barbecue not last week. No, 2 weeks ago. Man, I was out playing football with the kids or whatever, and I'm talking about I was running on like mud and dirt. No lie, I was beating my joints up, and everybody was like, "Yo, D, chill! Like you turning me sneakers." I was like, "Man, I know how to clean these things. I'll be alright." And sure enough, man, I went ahead and did a live and brought these things right on. I mean, like literally right on back. Cleaned them right on up. But these things were toast. I mean, yeah, I was having fun with the kids. Yeah, man. Let's see what tomorrow brings. I'm gonna be on here. I'll get on nice and early. If I get my butt off of here, my problem is, number one, I don't sleep much. That's number one. I just don't. Never really have. Right? I'm not big on sleeping. Matter of fact, I sleep every time I blink. Watch. I just took a nap, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't sleep much, right? So I'm gonna tell you right now. I got my Xbox turned on. I've been working all day long. Literally, I've been working all day long. Called the wife, was like, "Hey, I'm on my way home and I'm really hungry. Let's go to Red Lobster." So I got home, took her out to dinner, stuffed my face, ate those Cheddar Bay biscuits, filled me up. I feel great. I got home, took a shower, didn't even get a chance to shave. See my whiskers? Didn't get a chance. I was like, I'm getting online. I'm gonna get online and talk to the people. I gotta talk about these undefeated fours because I'm starting to hear there's some chatter saying that this drop ain't gone down, and I need the temperature check. Let me see where the room's at. Right. So shout out to everybody who's here, man. It's always love. Shout out to everybody who's here. And you would think that after me moving all day, I'm a mover, right? I carry furniture up and downstairs. That I'll be tired. Nope. I will get off this live and I will start playing my Xbox. But I'm still gonna jump up on here tomorrow. Are you going for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Air Max 95? It comes with a card, which I'm hearing might go for more than a sneaker, LOL. Ooh, we may have to get you to go for it. That's a good question. I actually wasn't really considering it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if it might make some good trade bait. Yo, remember that Birdman? I mean, such a bad example. Remember that Birdman hand rub? He's over there. Looking all sus. I never sleep either. Yeah. After what happened with the Nigels last week, Nike is playing no games on these undefeateds. Which is crazy because, to your point, Lewis, I think that's what got people drawing the question mark, because what happened with the Nigels last week. So if that wouldn't have happened with Nigels, the bricks, people would be kind of 10 toes down, like, nah, we good, we're golden. But because what happened with Nigels, I think it's causing that, as we say in the investment world, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? So I think there's a lot of uncertainty going on right now. Like, people are like, oh. So the uncertainty is definitely there. The graded cards, yep. Let me see, definitely good trade bait. Oh, I'm going to get the card graded and sell it. Yep. And Rob T, I used to collect like numismatic coins back in the day. Man, like 15 years ago, something like that. So yeah, I definitely know about grading cards. Actually, my barber, shout out to my barber, man. This is back during like COVID, right? 2020 or whatever. And we had gotten to he was real big into like the sports cards. He kind of got me back into it, so I started investing into all these packs with him, and we would go to Target, whatever, and get all these packs and these signature cards. Anyway, between the football like basketball. He had a couple of Pat Mahomes like cards or whatever the case is. Man, as soon as the Chiefs won, bro, talk about it. Come up, man. I done made so much money with my barber. This runs crazy. Now, what do you think about those Air Max 95s dropping in September? The cartoon-inspired joints. Yep, the Yu-Gi-Ohs. We're just now talking about that. But apparently, it might be coming with a card. And like I said, it wasn't necessarily something that me personally that I was looking into, but according to Rob T, I would even grab it. I would go for it for trade bait. I mean, like straight up. And watch this. If I didn't do it for trade bait, if there's somebody who really wants them or whatever, I would try and get it for you, even if I hit on them. And you can hold me true to that because I copped a couple of kicks for quite a few people. All right, fam. Yo, get some rest, man. Let me know if you can tap in the morning. I know you go to work, but tomorrow. But yeah, man. Thanks for tapping in, brother. Get some rest. Rest up. All right, good night, Red Kicks. Japan had 30-minute EA today, so we might be getting the drop tomorrow for sure. Okay, cool. Like I said, I'm here for it. Like straight up, I am all the way here for it. Let's see what the deal is. I would love to cop these Undefeateds for retail. I would love to cop these for retail. And I'm gonna say it now. And this is gonna sound so crazy. Man, what a beautiful year. Let's talk about the year of 2025. What a beautiful year 2025 has been. Because if I can cop these Undefeateds for retail, I will add Undefeateds into my daily wear of kicks. Like those will become like dailies for me. And just the mere fact of me saying that out loud is crazy talk. You know, for someone to be like, man, I wear Undefeateds as dailies. Man, that is crazy talk. That would be so dope because I would actually do it. I'll be doing moves, man. I'll be in moves wearing my Undefeateds. Oh snap! I even remember like back in the day, like we all know. Oh, I put my shoes away. I started putting them in boxes on the live. I was about to grab my Fearless, my Air Jordan 1 Fearless, and back in the day, it was a $500 shoe. Man, had these on foot, working in them. People like, no, you can't wear those to work. I'm like, man, it's a sneaker. I like them. Let's see. Yeah, we profitable. Only 6K I'm hearing. Wow, for the Yu-Gi-Ohs. Okay, man, that's low stock. All come with a playable trading card. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go for these. Do we have a date? Dropping in September. Do we have a date on those? I'm gonna have to put that on the calendar. If they don't drop these Undefeated tomorrow, they're gonna go up crazy by the weekend. And I agree with you. Yo, I agree. Being if they're not dropping anymore. Correct. And also watch this too. Even if they did drop tomorrow, I've been hearing a difference between stock numbers of like between 8,000 and like 15 to 16K. So even if they actually, all right, watch this. Excuse me. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say, boom, they drop tomorrow. And I'm guilty, right? Because last week I went on GOAT and I did go ahead and purchase apparel for GOAT. Got it for $394. After the taxes and shipping, it came out to like $434. Somewhere around there. It was in that $430. So I did hit the resale market. I'm about to look at my order right now just to confirm that price. But I did hit the resale market for the Undefeated Force. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad doing it. Even if the prices come down a little bit, like I do not feel bad about that purchase at all. Let me see. Look at my order here. I bet. I paid $394. We got shipping $14.95. Retail delivery fee 28 cents. Tax $27.60. Grand total of $436.83. And I do not regret my purchase. Like I just don't. So let's just say September 12th. Good looking out, Rob T. Appreciate that. Matter of fact, I'm I'm a big calendar guy, so I'm gonna put that on my calendar right now. September 12th. All right, that is a Friday. Let me throw that on my event here. Yep, putting it on my calendar right now. I bet. Good looking out with that. I'm throwing it on my calendar. It's on there. Good looks. There's also a Mahjong 3.0 on September 5th, which I may gamble on for content. Okay. All right. There's a $600 Yu-Gi-Oh! Varsity jacket, too. What do you think those jackets are going to go for? When's the last time we had didn't Travis Scott have a drop? I don't remember exactly. I don't remember if it was leather or what, but I remember Travis Scott having like some expensive, crazy clothing going on there. I'm trying to remember what it was. They had a woman's, dang, I really don't remember what it was, but I remember it being expensive. You think it'd be going for anywhere between 800 and 1,000? But I'll just go for the sneakers. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, let's see what the deal is. Bob T, are you gonna be on in the morning? You gonna be on in the morning? All right, there's also some shirts for $35. It's all up on sneakers. All right, boom. Let's go take a peek. Oh, my phone dying. My phone about to die. Yeah, for sure, fam. I'm gonna be up on here. Why not? All right, let's see. These Air Jordan 5 Luminous Green and Sale. Do y'all think because this woman's Jordan 5 is dropping on Saturday, same as the Awakes, do you think somebody might cop that Luminous Green and Sale because they didn't hit on their Awakes? I don't necessarily personally see that being the kick that somebody would just go flocking to because they didn't hit on their Awakes, but I guess you never know. All right, yeah. All right, I'm looking at the September 12th. Okay. Ooh, yo, that color looks sick. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, the color looks sick. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I definitely been sleeping on these. I think I've probably seen a picture of these and didn't pay any mind. Yo, that actually looks sick. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, those are looking kind of tough. Those are looking kind of tough. Yeah, that. All right, good looking out. You just put me on game. Good looks. Yeah, he said I can't see. Yeah, those luminous green and Sale consolation prize for the losers. Yeah, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. We will see. He said if you got to go, man, I see tomorrow. Yo, like, that's the thing, man. I don't gotta go. I'm actually about to play this game, man. Let me tell you what I need to do. I need to make a video. I need to make some more content. That's what I need to do. I need to make a video. But yo, I will be on tomorrow. Not sure what time yet. Maybe I'll do like a 7:30 my time, 9:30 Eastern. Maybe I'll do 7. Get on like an hour in advance. Do we have a time? I know everyone's kind of questioning whether this drop's gonna happen or not, but do we even have a time? Has anyone even leaked a time out there, I guess, or even projected a time for these Undefeated tomorrow? You know, yeah, if it's an EA, I mean, if you don't get EA and it's an EA, then you're right, fam. People will be tapping these third-party shops. They're gonna go aftermarket on them, because then the reality is gonna set in of saying, I have not copped this kick yet, and my chances of getting it for retail are no longer there. It's all exhausted. And normally, when all avenues are exhausted, that's it. That is it. Most projections are for 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay. All right. And if it happens anything beyond that, I guess it'll truly be a shock to a certain extent. We will see. We will see. Shout out to everybody who's tapped into the build. I know y'all are here for these Undefeated 4s. I'm here for them as well. Yo, blessings to everybody who wants this kick. I want you to be able to attain it. There's something special about these Undefeateds. You know, there's something special about them. Speaking of, yo, I found this little site, whatever. I think I'm gonna order me like a bomber jacket. I'm gonna give me a couple of them. You know, fall season is coming up. When is the last day of summer? September something. September 20, whatever. But man, I think I'm gonna pick me up like a couple of jackets or whatever, man. And kind of go in on this. I'm waiting for my pair to come in. Same thing with the pink awakes. So we will see what the deal is. See, Japan was at noon, so most likely between 11 and 1. All right, bet. Let's see. I genuinely hope we have a slow year from Nike and Jordan Brand next year. Our pockets are getting manhandled. Yes. Manhandled and abused. That's what's been happening. That's what's been happening to our pockets. You ain't never lie. You know, the good news is, Ty, even for content creation purposes, me personally, I don't really seem to have an issue selling kicks. So, I kind of want to talk about it live on this, and I'm kind of piggybacking off of Kicknology, because he had discussed this about kind of like the psychology behind like having sneakers and then like even getting rid of them. And some people like have like this internal issue with like selling, letting go of some pairs. You know what I mean? Like you start looking around, and trust me, like I remember earlier this year, I was sitting in my basement, right? I was literally sitting in my basement and I was looking at everything that I have here. Like literally I was just looking around. It was on my birthday, actually. It was on my birthday. I had a big old party. I turned 45. I had a big old party and at my house, and all of my friends, it was like a really big turnout. Man, a lot of people actually showed love. Now, a lot of people came over, but I'm upstairs entertaining them, whatever. We having fun, got music, I'm dancing, doing my thing, having fun. Everybody's like, yo, let's go check out some kicks. I'm like, yeah, come on, let's go. And it was kind of weird. Have y'all ever seen that video with Kanye, Yeezy, when he's with DJ Khaled and they're in like a Maybach or something like that? They got the top down, they're on the highway or something like that, and DJ Khaled, they're like, oh, he got his song going on, and Ye was there like this, and then Ye went like this. He was like, and like DJ Khaled was sitting there, listening to the song or whatever, and you can tell like something triggered, and all of that happiness went away. I kind of had a moment like that on my birthday when everybody in my crib was downstairs holding up shoes like, yo, you got the yo, and I was literally sitting there like, and yet I only got 2 feet, and I was looking around like, why do I have all of these sneakers? and I'll be giving kicks away. I serve in my church. We have I'm part of a small ministry out here, and man, the pastors in this ministry, we're all blessed, man. We do like wonderful things for the community. This year, I already had a talk with the pastor, and I know he's gonna let me do it. But this year, because I normally I serve, whatever, I always serve. But this year, I told the pastor, I was like, I want to clean shoes during our Christmas outreach. I want to clean people's feet during the Christmas outreach, and I legitimately, from my heart, I really want to do that. You know, you might not be able to get a new pair of sneakers or shoes or sandals, whatever it is you got, you know, for Christmas, but I can make what you got on your foot right now cleaner. And I actually want to do feet, literally. I want to clean shoes for our Christmas outreach. That I'm actually gonna do. So get me some cleaner up and go out there. Depending on the setup and all that stuff, I might even go live while I'm doing it. You know what I mean? But definitely want to get back. I got some kicks here that I still need to clean up because my barber is doing a back to school shoe drive. So I've had customers of mine that's been donating shoes off camera, behind camera here. I still got some more shoes to clean up because I already started, as y'all seen from before. I already cleaned these up, but I got kicks here that I've been cleaning up because we're doing a back to school shoe drive. You know what I mean? So thanks, brother. Appreciate that. God bless you as well. Word in the community is Undefeated is canceled tomorrow. Correct, bro. I started off by saying that. It's weird. I don't know who else. Uncle Chrissy on X was saying, hey, with the question mark, are these still dropping tomorrow? Y'all said no. Like, who knows? Jada Sneaker Guy said no. Unbreakable Kick said no. You know, I've been working all day, so I was kind of out of the loop. I got home, went to eat, took a shower, and I tried to catch up on some sneaker news, and that's what popped up on my feed. And that's the reason why I was like, all right, I need to go live, kind of check the temperature on these Undefeated 4s. I'm hearing both sides. I'm hearing that it's happening tomorrow. You know, there's rumors saying that it's not. There's only one way for us to find out, and that's tomorrow. That's the way to do it. I would rather have shattered backboards and Galaxies than like 10 of these other pairs. I feel you on that, man. And Galaxies is a solid kick. That is a solid pickup. And I love my shattered backboards, man. I was talking to the fellas about this behind the scenes. I was like, and I know I'm not the only one, but I was like, I almost feel like I'm going to become like the poster child for like the Air Jordan 1, right? On like, I'm going to start making more Air Jordan 1 videos, even on stuff that I've already acquired in the past, to be like, look, y'all need to stop saying that ones are dead. Y'all really need to stop saying, like, I show this kick off a lot. I work in these right here. Super breathable kick. Gore-Tex, I wouldn't say that it's waterproof, but I would say that it's water resistant. I would give it that, right? It beads up and whatnot, but it's breathable so that the materials on here doesn't make your foot sweat and the whole 9 yards. And I work in these joints. So when it's like inclement weather outside and we might get a little sun shower, or we might get a little rain or a little drizzle, whatever, I don't care. I rock those joints. In the snow, I have Jordan 8 winterized 8s. I wear those joints in the snow. I work in them and I love them. No issues. And I kind of feel like I want to become like the spokesperson of like, let's not let our favorite shoes kind of get lost in the sauce because of what somebody else is pitching to us. You know what I mean? We can get some of these bigger influencers, get the people influencing, getting them not to pick up a shattered backboard. Think about what I just said for a second. An Air Jordan 1 shattered backboard. At this point, I'll be honest, I don't care what the quality is. It is a shattered backboard. Don't let somebody talk you out of not getting a shattered backboard. Don't let somebody talk you out of not getting a lost and found or a Chicago one, or don't let somebody talk you out of that. Like, just don't do it. If you like this shoe, who cares what I say? If you like this shoe, man, do you. Like, straight up, don't let nobody talk you out of that. We got shattered backboards. We got undefeated for shoe ain't dropping 20 years. Yes, there's been some QC issues on them. I can't wait for my pair to come in. If my pair got QC issues on them, guess what? I'm going to share it with y'all and tell y'all. And I'm still going to put the shoe on my foot. I'm still going to put it on my foot. Yo, I'm going to go ahead and dip because I will get on tomorrow. So shout out to everybody who's here. You always appreciate the love. Subscribe to your boy, man. Y'all been showing me so much love. Make sure you check out Rob T's channel, Sneaker Talent Radio. Make sure you show some love. You'll show some love to each other too. This ain't all about me, right? So make sure you'll show some love to each other. I will be back in tomorrow. So for everyone's tapped in, join me in the morning. Let's see what these undefeated fours do. I guess the only question for me is, am I going to stream in the light or I'm going to stream in the dark? I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow to find out.